hey, 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 hi, hi, ha, 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 hi, hey, 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 welcome, welcome to the Mr. Hydration Station. I am your host, Mr. Hydration. I don't have my bottle on me, but I do have water in here, Bubba. Hey, get it? Because it says Bubba. Check it out. Mm. I got it as a gift when I moved in my house. But yeah, man, I'm super excited for our guest today. He's a BKFC fighter, just coming off of a win that he took on 4 days' notice. It was a super impressive win, and I thought it was fight of the night. Turns out I was right. That dude got fight of the night. I'm so excited to have him on here. But first, I gotta shout outs. I gotta give them shout outs. So this Saturday, I'm gonna be at Allie Ann's in Dwight, Illinois. Allie Ann's bar, or no, I was gonna say Allie Ann's Alleyway Pub, but I don't know if it's called the Alleyway Pub. But it is right next to the alley, the entrances, and it's really awesome. It's in Dwight. Great people, great time, great, obviously great performances. Nah, but for real, it's a fun time. It really is. I go out there and I jam. I make my own music. I play covers. I also do karaoke. I also make up songs on the fly. I'll mess with the audience. Audience will mess with me. It's a fun time all around. I love being there, and I'm there this Saturday. Allie Ann's, make sure you show up. I'll be there at 9 p.m. I'll be playing until whenever the fuck you tell me to get the hell off that stage, which is usually the end of the night. I'm usually closing the bar. Actually, every time I've been there, I close the bar except for Sunday. Sunday, I went there at like, I think it was like 7. No, it wasn't 7. I played till 7. I think I started at 2. I played like 5.5 hours. They paid me extra though. They're really awesome people. Really awesome people. Great food. Make sure you go to Allie Ann's this Saturday. I'm going to be there. Also, want to give a shout out to Mick Mickers. That dude's been putting on some awesome festivals. I was at the Spring Fling. I'm gonna be at Cybin Fest, and it's in August. I want to say August 8th, August 6th, somewhere around there. Man, I need to get these dates. I need to put it. I talked about writing these dates down. I didn't fucking do it today, but I had work all day. What do you want me to do? I just got off work, man. All right. Anyway, up next is going to be the July 4th Festival. That's the next festival I'm playing at. It's going to be Sugar Creek July 4th Fest. It's going to be awesome, man. Show up there. It's going to be a great time. Camping, music. It's going to be like 5 days, basically. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then everyone leaves on Monday. It's going to be awesome, man. I'm telling you, if you haven't been to a festival with these guys, you need to get to a festival with these guys. It's beyond fun. You have no idea. It's one of the greatest times I've ever had in my life. I'm not even exaggerating. That's for real. It's actually where I got my Mr. Hydration moniker. Speaking of the Mr. Hydration moniker, check this out. Kevin Killalea took that. I was at Riverfest in Ottawa. The dude took the picture of me. I wasn't even paying attention. You consider that an action shot. But anyway, Kevin Killalea, K squared imagery. That's K squared imagery. You can find him on Facebook. Great dude. If you need any kind of photo shoots done, you even need a music video done, that dude can do it for you. Great person. Another person I want to give a shout out to, Sup Marf Studios. That is SUP, as in potato, Sup Marf Studios. All one word. Look him up on YouTube. Great dude. Another dude that did a music video of mine. It's called Float Away. Look it up on Facebook or YouTube. My bad. Look it up on YouTube. Victor Raul, Float Away. Sup Marf Studios. It's an awesome video. I love it. And it was all shot in Streeter. It was all one take at each location. I would play the same song over and over and over again. And it was cool because he spliced them all together and it was seamless across the board. Something I didn't know I had in myself, but I did. And yeah. Pretty awesome times. Another place I want to give a shout out. Ooh, I should probably move it up. Another place I want to give a shout out to, Skydive the Falls. July 15th and 18th is going to be Skydive the Falls 3.0. That is 3.0. I've been there for 2.0 and 1.0. I've been there since the get-go, bro. I'm about to be there for the 3rd year in a row. It's going to be awesome, man. Come join us. It's such a fun time. You have no idea. It's such a fun time out there. I could go on about all these festivals, but really I only do festivals where I have the greatest time. I'm not going to spend my weekend hanging out with no duds. I'm talking about these festivals, all the shit. Show up, man. Hang out with these people. They're good people. All good vibes. It's all great times. great times, and it helps me. Help me help you. Help me help you. Help me help you. Help me help you. All right. So up next, I want to give a shout out to Robert Bryant of PFC, Peoria Fight Club. If you guys haven't been down there, Club Truth over in Bartonville, I'm telling you, show up, man. These fights are next level. These fights are amazing. They're fights that I don't know, man. You're not gonna forget. You're not gonna want to miss. You show up there, and these people are putting their hearts and souls and bodies on the line. And there's no cage, there's no ring, there's no ropes, so nothing separating you from the fighters. So you get like a upfront experience to the damn thing, and that is like none other. I'm telling you, this is like, if you guys ever remember the fight game from like back in the day, Def Jam. It's like Def Jam in real life, dude. I'm telling you, it's cool as fuck. One of the coolest fight events that I've ever been to. And I'm usually out there, if I'm not gigging. Unfortunately, I won't be out there this weekend because I'm at Alley Ann's, and I'm getting paid. I'm getting paid to play music, which is my original love. I don't know. It's both. I love fighting and I love music. I love them both. I can't really, you know what I mean? I can't pick. I can't pick, man. I can't pick. But anyway, also want to say, what man? There's so many shout outs I got to give. DJ Slim for any and all parties, any and all things you want entertainment for, sound for. You want to host, I can be your host. You want a DJ, I can be your DJ. You want a performer, I can be your performer. You want some sound, he brings all the sound. You want some lights, he's got all the lights. You want it for a bar mitzvah, a bar, a birthday party, any and all things. He does them all. DJ Slim, 815-257-2601. Make sure you check him out. And also, I want to give a shout out to the Hard Rock Radio Network. That is HRRNrocks.com. Hard Rock Radio Network. They are the people that got me into podcasts. They have brought me on their show multiple times since 2014. I've just been, learning the trade, and finally I'm able to fly on my own. I got to let me like a bird. Woo! But yeah, big shout out to them. Johnny iRock and the Hard Rock Radio Network crew. Love them. HRRNrocks.com. They usually have a podcast every Saturday at 7 p.m. and it usually lasts till 11 p.m. And you get to hear the shenanigans. You get to request your songs. You get to interact with them. You get to hang out with them, really, in any and all manners that you can. And I believe that is everyone that I have to give a shout out to. Let me make sure. Oh, Team 2 Strong. That's 2 Strong, baby. Team 2 Strong. Make sure you check them out. They went 5-0 at the last PFC event. 5-0, baby. Started out from the get-go. They were the first fight, and they won the last fight, and everything in between. It was great fights. Great fights all around. 5-0. Team 2 Strong. Obviously, I'm a little biased. I love Lucas Gwaltney. He's from my hometown, Streeter, Illinois. Well, I call it my hometown. My hometown is actually Chicago, but I was raised here. It's a little different. But yeah, great guy, great trainer. He's got great team members. He's out there. They're probably out there training right now today, getting together, going on runs, doing some bag work, doing some boxing, jiu-jitsu classes, anything and everything that they can get their hands on. They're out there putting the work in. They are out there putting the work in. So I'm really, really excited for that, for them to see what they can do. I'll be training soon with them, and I kind of want to get a fight on my birthday, but I don't know, man. I don't know if I want to rush it, But then again, I can get in a fight tomorrow on the fucking street, and I have I got no excuses. So I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Who fucking knows? I don't fucking know. I will know as soon as I know. And when I know, you'll know. And when you know, I'll know. I don't think it works like that. But anyway, we are currently waiting for our guest to come on. If you don't know anything about him, BOBO O'BANNON. He's currently 3-2 in his last 5 bare knuckle boxing fights. I was gonna say boxing fights, but I don't. He's not. I think he's like 18-6. I want to say. I can look him up right now. But he fights out of BKFC. The last event, the BKFC event, was a killer fucking show. And he actually made his BKFC debut on the same card as Artem Lobov did. It was Artem Lobov versus Justin Knight or Jason Knight. I'm sorry, and that's I'm assuming that's when I got introduced to him. But I seen an interview where he was saying that he actually wasn't televised, but I swear I remember watching him. I swear I remember watching him on that BKFC card. So I could be wrong when I'm gonna talk to him about it today, and we'll see how it goes, man. I'm gonna send him a message right now. I'm so excited, man. I know fighters is sometimes late, you know. I'm not gonna hold no grudges. I ain't gonna hold no grudges, man. He's making time for me, and plus he just came off of an emphatic win. You know, I thought he won fight of the night, and he definitely won fight of the night. He sent me a message and told me that he actually has the check to prove it. That which means he got it, baby. And BKFC. I don't know if you know anything about fighters and when they go to promotions. There's no like real fallback plan for these fighters at all. BKFC is the first organization to come up with a backup plan for all these fighters. So they're coming up with a pension for them. I'm really, really excited to talk to him about that, see what he feels about the whole pension idea. Because obviously, as a fighter, you want a backup plan. You know, you don't want to just do something the whole time and then have nothing to fall back on. You know, fighters are prize fighters. And the majority of the time, they don't even make that big of prizes. So for an organization like that to come up with a pension for them to fall back on, it's a beautiful thing. It really is. And I can't wait to hear what he has to say about that. And hopefully we can get a hold of him sooner than later. There's a bunch of questions I have for him. All right, let's see. Let's send him a message. Message. Man, I wish my computer wasn't slow. This is the slowest motherfucker in the world, really. My phone's way faster than this motherfucker. Let's see. Yep, still not in yet. It's all right. We'll get him. Did I say 6 or 6:30? I swear I said 6. Hopefully, I said 6. That'd feel really bad. Expecting seeing him on here. There we go. All right, cool. Hmm. Yeah, I said 6. All right, cool. I wonder what's happening. Okay, well, let's talk fights then, right? Let's talk fights. So this upcoming UFC card is looking real cool. There's a lot of new signees at BKFC too. I'm really excited about that. All right. Oh man, that Reyes versus Prochazka. I wanted to save this conversation for after the interview, but I mean, I gotta fill time somehow, man. I was real. Oh, right now, bro. It's 6 p.m. Well, at least he responded. Cool. Um, da-da, da-da. But well, he's responding, so let's see what happens. Yeah, I can't wait to talk about these fights. By the way, super excited about these fights. Very excited. about the outcome. I mean, GD, what a prospect that guy is. So unorthodox, so awkward. That dude. And he beat Dominic Reyes, man. I didn't think he was gonna beat him. I thought Dominic was gonna come back strong, and he was. He was clipping GD. He was hurting him. He was hurting him bad throughout the whole first round. But I mean, not hurting him. He was tagging him. I should say he was tagging him. He wasn't hurting him. Yiddy's chin is. I mean, it's gonna go out sometime. When it goes out, who knows? Oh, okay. He's stuck at work. Let's see, I just got the okay to leave. I will hop on in a minute. All right, cool. No problem, brother. Sweet. He's coming on. I guess he got asked to stay some overtime. Said he was stuck at work, which is cool because like that dude asked. I mean, he did ask for Friday off. Came back Monday. He was supposed to be off at 4, but here we are 2 hours later. Definitely understand that, man. Sometimes you got to work late. Giga Chikadze beating Cub Swanson, not something I was super looking forward to, but whatever. That was rough. I did not enjoy that one. I'm a big Cub Swanson fan, huge Cub Swanson fan. There we go. All right, cool. We're gonna go over the BKFC results, which is a great card, by the way. If you guys haven't gotten into BKFC Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, you really should. It's a if you're into blood and guts and some serious heart being thrown out there in your face, this is the organization to go watch. 100%. You have no idea how epic. How epic. Why is Bare Knuckle TV not loading on my? Okay, that's weird. Huh? Can't even look at the. Wow. Okay. Hmm. I'm just gonna look at the results. Maybe it'll pop up on like MMA Junkie or something. Wow, dude. Just show me the fucking results. Damn. Okay. Well. Oh yeah, the fight before Bobo's fight was ridiculous. That was nuts. I thought that was gonna be fight of the night right up until Bobo's fight came up. Then I was like, whoa, what the hell? It just got better and better. The fight before Bobo's was Izatula Kakar versus Chris Sorrow. Oh my God, that was nuts, man. Back and forth, just craziness. It was only one round, too. It only lasted one round, but man, so much action. So wild. So wild, man. That was nuts. Tom Schoaf defeating Nathan Mitchell. That was a really good fight. I like that one too. Damn. Lorenzo Hutt versus Josh Dyer. That was a good fight. That was I mean I think that's the one. Yeah, yep, that's it. That's the one. He had a contact lens. The dude was wearing a contact lens while he was fighting. Damn, Mike Richmond. Oh yeah, the Marine. I forgot about that one. Mike Richmond defeats Marcel Stamps. That was crazy, man. All these fights are crazy. That one lasted around too. And then Frank Tate defeats Sam Shoemaker, I think is his name. Hold on. Nope, I lied. Burns. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Josh Burns. That's what it was. Tate versus Josh Burns. If you're just tuning in, Bobo is going to be connecting with us here in a little bit. I'm just going over the BKFC 17 results. I was hoping to get a better look at this, but all of these, it's almost like they want everything to be on the same page, so they don't just tell you the results. They want to tell you about the fight, but I already watched the fights. I don't need to know about how it went. I just want the result, and it's weird. It's just way too much information to put in there. I like Burns, though. Burns is a cool cat. He seems like a cool cat anyway. Frank Tate versus Josh Burns. All right, there we go. All right, so here are the results. Anthony Reddick defeats Raymond Locker via knockout. I think all of these are knockouts, actually, to be honest with you. I don't think there was one fight that got the decision. Rusty Crowder defeats Daniel Gary, knockout. Tom Schoaf, which is a great fight, versus defeats Nathan Mitchell via TKO, round 1. All these are round 1, by the way, so far. Robert Washington defeats Ryan Jones via TKO, 52 seconds of the second round. Izatullah Kakar defeats Chris Sarro. Dude, that was such a good fight. I think it was Chris Sarro. Yeah, Chris Sarro, the guy that lost. He was talking all kinds of mad shit in the weigh-ins. Just being a dick, dude. Just being a real dick. And then Izatullah comes in and just kind of like handles him. That could not have been like a good Sunday or next Saturday for that guy. BOBO O'BANNON defeats Zach Calmus. Pretty excited for that one. Ronnie Rogers defeats Dimitri Angelini. Lorenzo Hutt defeats Josh Dyer. Mike Richmond defeats Marcel Stamps. And Frank Tate defeats Josh Burns. All by TKO. All by KO. Yes, 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 yes. All right. Well, those are those results. I'm trying not to talk about like all the MMA, all the fights that happened this weekend because I wanted to save that for the show after this. But we're just waiting, buying time. We're just buying time, biding our time. So I'm really excited to have him on here. He's a really cool cat. And yeah, man, I'm a fan. So can't wait to have him on. Oh, there he is. All right. Let's welcome the man, BOBO O'BANNON, winner of Fight of the Night and of the fight in the Fight of the Night main event. How are you, brother?
Man, I'm blessed. How about yourself?
Doing good. You know, just hanging, chilling like a villain, dude.
That's right, like a penguin sitting on an iceberg eating a snow cone. I'm chilling so hard.
How you feeling, man? 3 days off of really one of the best fights that I've seen in a long time. How are you feeling, my man? What are the emotions like? What's your body feeling like? Everything.
Man, I feel great. I really do. You know, unexpectedly, I got where his teeth went in my knuckle there. It's swollen up, and that baby, I think it kind of might be broken. Probably is. Oh well, I'll get over it. You know, this other hand over here, it's swollen up, but I can close it and I can actually use it. Let me see. I'm filthy, nasty, dirty. I done put in a hard one at work today. They let me off so I could do this interview a minute ago in the middle of a job. So I got some stitches over.
Oh shit. Well, I thank you for coming on for sure, man. I know you're in the middle of a job. Sorry about that. You know,
but man, still. No. It's no problem. My bosses and my supervisors, they understand. Look at me, gee, mom. But no, my bosses and my supervisors and all, they understand, man, and they are more than happy to let me come and take care of my business and take care of everything I need to take care of.
So what was the I guess the homecoming like when you got back to your hometown and when you got to work, man? What was the reception like? I seen obviously one of your coworkers took a picture. I thought it was pretty cool. You were super excited to post about you.
Yeah, man, that's Sambo, man. Sambo's a super good dude, man. He's cool as everything, man. He he plays the guitar a lot and plays heavy metal, rock and roll, country, whatever you want to play on that guitar. He can pick it up. No music, just go to playing it, whatever song you want. But man, Sambo's cool, man. Yeah, he sent me. He's like, hey, man, I need a picture with you. I'm gonna be out of here in about a month. It'll be my last day in about a month. He said, I need a picture with you. He said, I love you to death, and blah. So we took a picture together, man. Look, dude, I feel like somewhere around the superstar status or something. I posted a status earlier about how I was like a superstar this weekend at the fights and everything. And then all of a sudden at 4:30 this morning, alarm clock goes off and it's bam, back to reality, coming back to work. Man, I've had like 200 or 300 people like that status. I'm like, my goodness, man, where'd all these folks come from?
Man, it was. I think it was a culmination of you taking it on 4 days' notice, and obviously the excitement of the fight, man. I mean, Zach Calmus. Let's talk about how tough and durable that guy is.
Yes, look, man. I don't care what nobody says. It was very obvious that this fight, my punches flowed way better than what they've ever flowed before. Period. Any fight, any point in time in my life, I've never had my punches flow as well as they flowed this weekend. I did not feel as if my punches have ever been as hard as what they were this weekend. Man, I was throwing punches that I really was not trying to put a whole lot onto. I was just trying to make them quick as possible so I could hit the opening that I saw. And, man, I felt it in my doggone shoulders, man. I was like, my goodness, this fella. And then I don't know if you've noticed it or not, if you've seen the posts or whatever. I had some earbuds that was being put on me, some headphones being put on me in the corner in between rounds. What was going on there is my new trainer lives in Wales. And,
Wales, like New England, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He lives over there in Wales. In New England, UK, ever how you? I'm not 100% sure. I didn't pay attention that day in class, but he lives over there, man. They're 6 hours later than us. So here it is. 8:30, 8:45 when I'm talking. So whenever I'm fighting, so it's 2:30, 2:45 in the morning for him. This man stayed up till 2:30, 2:45 in the morning. My good friend Easy was in the corner with me. He's FaceTiming Mr. Jason so that Mr. Jason can see the fight. He's listening to Mr. Jason on the headphones, holler the instruction that Mr. Jason's telling him to holler. And in between rounds, he comes to me and gives me the earbuds, and I put on the earbuds and am talking to Mr. Jason, who is halfway around the doggone world, and 6 hours difference on the time zone. And I'm talking to him, and he's giving me instruction. Oh yeah, man. Look, I'm telling you now. Look, I got to work at about 5:45 this morning. And here I am, whatever time it is now, 6:30, and still sitting here at work. And I'll probably get out of here about 7:30, something like that. And I'm go to the gym tonight and do me a little light cardio, because I feel like I earned a little time off, so I ain't gonna put myself through the training like I usually do. But I'll go and do me some light cardio just to keep my body moving, keep myself feeling good and in shape a little bit, and just take care of me a little bit. But man, this has been just wow, man. My mind's blown. But yeah, man, it's just wow. I can't even, the surreal experience. And then Mr. J, look, I love people, man. I love taking care of people. I love making people happy. And Mr. Jason Williams with Boxer Tricks over there in Wales, he said from seeing his shirt on TV and me giving him all the shout outs on Facebook and everything, said that his inbox is blowing up with people wanting to train with him, wanting him to train them and get them in shape and stuff because of the difference that everybody saw in me between my last fight, last two fights, and this fight. A blind man could have seen the difference in me, between them last two fights and this fight. I mean, it was just stuck out like a sore thumb. And you know, he said that I give him all the shout out and in my posts and everything. I give him all the praise, man. And that, you know, I thank God for sending that man to me, no doubt. You know, and give God the credit for arranging it, and give Mr. Jason the credit for the corrections that have been made in me and the improvements that have been made in me. And man, he said business is booming now ever since Friday night with that
Yeah.
part. So I'm very, very, very pleased with that, man. Very pleased with that. That, you know, I like to say I like helping people. I like doing what I can for people, and to know that this man's benefiting off the business just from training me. I mean, come on, that's big stuff to me, man. That's big stuff.
It's got to fill this right here, man.
Oh yes, sir, big time. You know, with my big old balloon swollen hand.
So I do want to ask you, man. I heard I think it was on the pre-broadcast or maybe it was a post-fight broadcast that BKFC was bringing in a pension plan. How do you feel about that?
Man, that's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome, man. That's you know, especially for like, you know, I work at Georgia Pacific at a paper mill, you know, in Mississippi, you know, and here yeah, I got a 401k and stuff like that. But you know, let's just say, let's pretend for a second. Let's go on a little journey in our minds, if you will. Let's say that something happens to where I get to quit this job here and be a full time fighter, you know, then yeah, my future will definitely be in my worries. My future will definitely, you know, be something that stays heavy on my mind, you know, because, hey, let's say I keep getting better, keep moving my head better like I did this past weekend. I know that's crazy to say that that's moving my head better, but it indeed is. But let's just say, you know, I continue getting better and get to where I don't hardly get no black eyes and cuts and everything. Man, I still got what, 6 years, 8 years left. And you know, I'm 35 now, so I might not have, about to be 36. Might not have that long. Might have not have, but about 4 or 5 years left. You know, and but let's say 4 or 5 years down the road, I'm gonna quit this job and went and done this BKFC full time. You know, you'd have to have something for the future. Let me think about that real quick, though. Could you imagine if I did get to train full time? Like what I just did this past weekend was training with working 50 and 60 hours a week. Could you imagine though if I got to train full time every day? Man, that'd be awesome.
That'd be crazy.
Yes, sir. Yes, it'd be pointing toes straight at Jesus. Then I'm telling you. Hey,
I
mom.
like that, dude.
Yes, sir.
I dig it, man. So
Yeah.
obviously, this was you're coming off the an unfortunate 2-fight losing streak to two prior champions. Well, right, yeah, because the one beat the other guy for the championship, Shoemaker, right? So
Well, now what happened is they fought for the first title, and Adams beat Shoemaker to get the title, if I remember correctly. And then I think Shoemaker, so that he's fought one time for the title, which was then, and then
okay,
he's
okay.
going to get his second shot at the title June, I think, sometime in June against Joey Beltran. So you
So
know he's
after
gonna,
fighting those two, obviously they weren't the results you wanted, but now you're looking better, you're feeling better, you're hit, you're everything's crisper. How are you? What is your approach now? Who do you want to fight next? Do you have someone in mind next, or are you just going to take whoever they give you?
man. Look, man, I'm easy going, man. I done said it several times. You know, I'm as cool as the other side of the pillow, my man. You know, you ain't gonna get me quarreling with nobody. You know, ain't nobody gonna see me upset, angry, or you know, jabbing at nobody or nothing like that. You know, it somebody had to do something for real for me to get upset at them. And in my mind, if I'm gonna fight you, that means I'm upset at you, unless there's a fight I like, you just like you're asking. There's a fight I see that might benefit me. I don't know what fight would benefit me right now. You know, I just being honest, I really don't. You know, I know there's a couple of guys that's done retired and left Dana White here lately. You know, I got a pretty
Right? Hey, you never
I got
know,
a pretty
man.
good, yeah, I got a pretty good record welcoming MMA guys to bare knuckle. You know, might as well explore that avenue one time. You know, but no, man, I don't know, man, I don't care. I mean, just put somebody in front of me, let us beat on each other. You know, we can hug before the fight, shake hands before the fight, and then hug after. You know, and that's just the way I want to be, man. I don't have anything disgruntled towards you. Yeah, I've told people before, you know, this fighting thing for me, man, it's just like playing golf against each other. You know, I don't have to be mad at you. I don't have to try to hate you or talk ugly about you or tell you how your family's terrible or anything like that to play golf against you. You know, that's crazy to think that I got to have an attitude with you to compete against you. That fight was the same way. I mean, yeah, we're swinging them clubs at each other instead of swinging them at a ball now. But you know, I mean, it's just the same way to me, man, because it's a competition. Is all it is. It's just athletic competition. It to me, it'd be the same thing as you know, getting in a football game, semi-pro football like I used to play, and just start trash talking and hating on everybody. I mean, come on, man, we're playing football. You know, why you want to be mad somebody. You know, I'm the same way with this fighting thing, man. You know, we're fighting, we're competing. It ain't no sparring's all it is. You know, why I want to get mad at somebody? So
I totally understand. I hope I didn't come off as trying to get you to talk smack about it or anything. I just wanted to see who you wanted to fight
no,
next. But
no, sir, no, sir.
but
I,
speaking of, like, obviously there's been some cuts from the UFC. What if let's you know, think of, like you said, put on a think of caps on, or dream caps or whatever. What if JDS did come over and they were like, hey, would you want to welcome Junior Dos Santos to BKFC? What would you say?
yes, yes.
Yes.
I'll even throw in a yes, sir. Yes, sir, I do. You know,
Which
make sure.
he's another super humble guy too. So there'd be absolutely
Oh
no trash
yeah,
talking there either.
yeah, man. I really, really, really like him for just for that. You know, Santos has been always been. You know, uh, everything that I've seen. I'm not gonna say he's always been because I can't talk about how somebody's always been because I know how people talk about how I've always been. But I'm here to tell you now, there was a time in my life where I wasn't always. You know what I mean? There was a time in my life where I'm ashamed of it, and I'm ashamed that there's people out there that remember me that way, and there's people out there that knew that I was that way. Yeah, I'm without a doubt. You know, but you know, I gave my life to God and turned my life around. You know, and man, all I can do is go forward and be better from there. You know, when I encounter them people, and it's happened several times. You know, I just apologize to them about the past and move on forward. But what I'm saying is, you know, everybody's got a past, so I can't say that Junior Dos Santos has always been, you know, humble and kind and everything. But I can say that ever since I've known about him and been watching his videos and stuff, he has been humble and all. You know, that'd be pretty cool. You know, get in there with a fella like that. You know, especially the history behind that man. You know, the record behind that
Oh
man.
yeah.
I would love it. That would be an honor.
He's fought everybody, man.
Oh
That
yeah.
dude's and he was king. He was the first person to knock out Cain Velasquez, man. Took his O, and man,
Right.
what a crazy trilogy that was.
Oh, dude, that was fun. That was fun. Yes,
Absolutely, man.
yes. And two big old guys that kept banging it out. Come on now.
Right?
Like you know, I like watching the big guys whenever big guys can bang, man. Like one of my favorite all time fights of boxing match, favorite all time boxing match ever out of any fights I've ever seen, even to me better than Hagler and Hearn, was when David Tua fought a guy named Ike Ibeabuchi. And dude, they still to this day, as far as I know, last time I checked a couple years ago, that fight holds the most punches thrown and landed in a heavyweight fight. You know, I mean,
Damn.
yeah, I'm telling
What
you, them babies get after it. David Tua and Ike Abeabuchi. man, they got after. I watched that fight and I was like, man, you know what? That's what I want to do. That's how I want to be. You know, that's the style I want to have. You know, and I feel like I proved that's my thought process. You know, this past weekend, this past Friday night, you know, got in there with Zach Calmus. Hey, look, man, that baby, that fella gets in shape and you know, just gets in better shape, loses a little weight, gets where he's lighter and quicker on his feet, he's gonna be trouble. He,
Yeah.
I'm glad he wasn't in no better shape whenever we fought. I'm not lying to you. He'd have been a handful. Yes, I'd have had to fight that fight a completely different style.
Yeah, he was something else. The toughness in that guy. There were so many times where he went down when I was just like, "Don't get up! What are you doing?" And he just kept on getting up. As soon as it hit the it'd always be at 6 seconds. He'd get right up. Be like, "All right, I'm ready to go." I'd be like, "Whoa, my god, dude, this dude!" Like, obviously,
Yeah.
you need a dancing partner to make the dance exciting. And that guy, oh my god, that guy, something else, man.
Oh man, he kept telling me, he's like, man, that was a great fight. You did awesome. You won fight of the night for us. It was all. I said, no, brother, no. Listen here. This is what you need to
It
understand,
takes
my
two to
man.
tango.
It takes two good fighters to make a good fight. It takes two great fighters to make a great fight. You know, if you got one super awesome best ever fight, you take Floyd Mayweather Jr., put him in there, and put him in there with an amateur his same size with amateur with two fights, it's going to be the most boring fight ever. Even though it's Mayweather who could dominate anybody. You know, and take
Yeah.
Mike Tyson, put him in there with a young amateur heavyweight, it would be a boring fight because you've only got one person
Oh, absolutely.
with talent and skill and ability. But you take two roughneck guys like me and Zach Calmus
Hey,
who really just want to come in there and bang.
this hold on a second.
We can make a great fight together, and that's what we did. You know, it just so happens that this time I walked away with my hand in the air. You know. Yes.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello? Dang it. Hello? Can you hear me? Damn it. Let's see. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. Yeah.
Yes,
Sorry,
sir.
sorry about that. I had an issue with the
Yes,
microphone
sir. Can
system
you
there.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Am I still here? Hey, I got you. Yes, sir.
I think
Loud and clear.
I think we're lagging. Hold on a second.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Sorry about that.
I can I
I had
hear
a
you percent. So
I
I
had an
understand
issue with
all
the
about a
microphone
technical
system. My bad.
difficulty.
Yeah. But I did want to ask
Yes,
you
sir.
because I did watch the post fight interview that you had, and
Ooh.
I obviously seen the that your wife had some issues and the donations that you're having on Britain's battle on Facebook on the Facebook
No.
page. Would you be open to talking about that?
Yeah, no, you're fine. You're fine.
Hello?
Yeah, my wife has 11 different diseases. She has a heart disease called hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. They fought to keep her alive whenever she was younger till she turned 18. Can you hear me now? I can hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me?
I'm so sorry about these issues. I have no idea what's going on.
No?
Damn. I don't even know what to do. I think we're like lagging by like a good 20 seconds.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, here. Hold on a second. Let me do this. Hello? Dang. Well,
Can
we're
you hear
having
me?
ish. I think we're lagging like by 20 seconds, man.
Hey. No, you.
Are you there? Damn it. This sucks. Well,
Yes, sir.
Bobo, I can hear you now. I don't know what's happening, man.
It's a huge
Damn.
lag.
But I guess I just want to say
Let me log out and I will try to come back on. Give me just 1 second.
That works. I'm cool with that. All right, so we're having technical difficulties. My apologies for this. I have no idea what's going on. It is raining outside, so it might have something to do with the weather. I'm assuming it has something to do with the weather because I am connected to Wi-Fi. But there's definitely a lag in what we're saying to each other. There's like a good 20 seconds, but he'll be coming back on. What I do want to say is that if you want to, he's going to be talking about it here real soon. But there's some issues that his wife has that if you would like to donate to, please visit the Britain's Battle Facebook page for donations and more information. He will be back on here to speak about it. Oh, here he is. Let's get him on here, and hopefully everything is okay now. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me now?
Awesome. All right, we're back.
Good deal.
I have no idea what's going on with that. I'm assuming it's the weather, but who knows? But I did talk about how your wife has had issues, and obviously I put the banner down here to say, please visit the Britain's Battle Facebook page for donations and obviously for more information. But I would like you to, I guess, reiterate on that. And again, my apologies for having that happen in that time period when you were talking about it. But if you could please go over it again, I would greatly appreciate it.
Yes, no, I understand, man. This technology makes me feel stupid sometimes. But no, man, my wife has 11 different diseases. She has 4 intestinal diseases. She has fibromyalgia, which is a nerve disease, causes her hurt from head to toe all day long. Makes her feel like she's covered in a big purple bruise, pretty well is how she explains it to me. She has hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, which is a heart disease that she's had ever since she was young. She said about ever since she could remember she had it. They fought to keep her alive till she turned 18 so they could do an experimental surgery on her. The experimental surgery is called an alcohol ablation. The way that they do that procedure is one where they got to go in down there between your legs and your groin down there. They got to go in through there and go through your veins and everything and come up to your heart. And they take a needle, inject your heart muscle with alcohol to where it kills its ability to grow and thicken. That don't sound that bad, but here's the kicker. She had to be awake for this procedure. She couldn't have any pain pills or any kind of pain medicine or nothing for this procedure. She felt her heart stop. The alcohol causes her heart to stop. She felt her heart stop. She had to consciously fight to stay alive while she literally had an induced heart attack with an alcohol ablation where they injected her heart with alcohol to kill off the muscle's ability to thicken because she was not far from death. Matter of fact, she was in Ochsner's Hospital down in New Orleans, and they wasn't expecting her to ever leave without a heart transplant. That was an experimental surgery in the USA back then, and Ochsner's now has a whole heart wing added to their, cardiac wing added to their hospital because of her successful ablation. The successful ablation that they done on her. She's got all of her intestinal diseases and everything that she has. There's certain foods that she can't eat, just cannot eat. It will give her a stomach infection. Then she can eat a certain food or a certain meal or whatever for 2 or 3 days, and that'll be all that she can eat. Then all of a sudden she can't eat that no more. But we don't know what she can eat, what she can stomach either. So she'll go through 5 or 6 different meals where she eats them, throws up, gets sick to her stomach, can't eat anything else. So it might take us a week before she can find something that she can actually keep down and stomach. In between that week and in that week while we're trying to find something for her, when she wakes up in the morning time, we'll take almond milk and peanut butter powder and a banana and mix that up, and she'll be able to drink probably, I don't know, 8 to 10 ounces worth of that, and that's literally what keeps her alive during these times where we try to find what she can eat. And when she does find something she can eat, she's been so long without eating that she can't hardly eat much of nothing. What would be probably 2 or 3 of my bites, because I got a big old mouth. But still, 2 or 3 of my bites would be all that she can eat. And
Yeah.
so man, she after we had the baby, she had is when all this brought on. She had hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, the main heart disease. She had it the whole time, and then now she's got one called POTS, that the baby. Now she has
Damn,
I'm
man.
back now. Can you see? But but yeah. So when she stands up, her heart rate will bottom out, and she'll pass out and hit the ground. And sometimes when she
Whoa.
sits down, her heart rate is shoot through the roof. Be double what it's supposed to be. And man, it's very frustrating. It's very enraging for me to sit here and watch my wife, my best friend, sit here and go through all this and hurt all day long. Can't get nothing to eat. Can't get any kind of relief. Uh, they sent her to a pain management doctor, and this pain management doctor was looking at her joints and found out she also has another disease now called EDS, where it does something to messing up your joints and makes your joints mess up quicker or whatever. So they messed with her knee, and she hurt for 2.5 weeks. Whenever all they did was pick up her ankle, and when they picked up her ankle, her leg bent backwards. Her knee bent
Oh,
opposite direction, and she said it hurt the whole of everything. But it's just because that's the way her joints are now with this EDS, this new disease that she has now. And she's got all these multiple problems, man, and she's still happy. She's still loving. She's still kind. She's still sweet. She still wants to do for other people, and still a very, very selfless woman. I mean, I couldn't ask for anything better in my life. She tells me all the time, she's like, "Yeah, you really messed up when you married me, didn't you? You really messed up when we got together and you fell in love with me." Woman, please. You know, as good as you are to me, as good as you treat me, I love that woman to death. I wouldn't trade her for 10 brand new ones, I'm telling you. And, but and yeah, she's got a lot going on, man. She constantly hurts, and it really hurts me. And then we had to send her to the Mayo Clinic. It was her cardiologist wanted to go to the Mayo Clinic to see their cardiologists and everything, and see what they could do for her. And exactly what they did for her has cost her $15,000. And their final answer was, you know what? We just don't know. We just don't have a clue. I said, you got
How does that cost $15,000 to not know?
because you got to run this test and you got to run that test and you got to see this cardiologist and that
Man,
cardiologist, this intestinal doctor, that nerve doctor, and then they did not run any of the tests that her doctor ordered for them to run. And then all of a sudden they're like, you know what? That's going to be $15,000, and our official answer is we just do not know. That was Mayo Clinic in Jacksonville, Florida. That was their official answer. We don't have a clue. Man, get out of here. Well, guess what? I don't have a clue of how to write a check and send you any money, then, bud. How about that? And there's been times. There was a time where she had to have a minor heart procedure done, and they it was kind of they had to singe some nerves around the top of her heart and kill their ability to communicate with the heart, thinking that maybe that's what was going on with her pots, making the miscommunication there. So they go in there, they singe their nerves, kill them, and it didn't do anything. Not
damn.
nothing. But that one there, we had to have $6,000 cash money right then and there, on top of my $500, $600 a month health insurance that we have. I mean, so it's not cheap, man. On top of all the medicines and everything that she has to have. But I'm gonna tell you this, yeah. I don't want anybody to think I'm complaining, because I promise to you, standing in front of God, I would say this: I would not trade her for anything. I would work three more jobs if that's what it took to take care of her and be happy with her, because I love this woman to death. She is literally my best friend. So don't think for a second I'm complaining. Don't think for a second I'm throwing off on my wife, because I'm not. My wife is my best friend. She is an amazing, beautiful person. And, the reason why I complain about it is because I complain about her diseases, because I hate that she has to deal with this mess all day long, every day. You know, for me, it's a conversation. I've been gone from the house since 5 o'clock this morning, and here it is almost 7 o'clock. So I've been gone from the house for 14 hours now. 14 hours in the day, I haven't had to, got to deal with it, see what's going on with her. And, but yet, whenever I get home, I'm gonna take care of her and see what I can't do to help her, and see if she needs me to go get her anything, and that's stuff that I get to do. That's not stuff I have to do. That is stuff that I get to do, stuff that I'm honored to be able to do, to try to help my wife have a better day, try to help her feel better, try to soothe her a little bit. And man, I love that woman to death completely with my whole heart. I absolutely hate, man, it gets at me sometimes, whenever I get to thinking about it a lot, about how she just lays around and hurts, and she can't even like, she can't even go for a walk. If she if she just wants to go for a walk, pushing her baby girl in her stroller, she can't even do that. And that hurts. Sometimes she can walk. She can walk. She is capable of walking. But what I'm saying, what I mean is, sometimes she can get up and walk from here to there and be okay and not fall and bust her face. Sometimes, most of the time, she falls whenever she tries to walk from here to over there. That's why at 31 years old she has a walking cane. Well, we went and bought her a wheelchair, so that, like, the other night at the fight, she was in a wheelchair, and she was being pushed around in a wheelchair. And she decided that she was tired of sitting down. She needed to walk for a minute, so she walked up to concession stands out there, and then somebody had something they want to say to her about, "Hey, didn't I just see you in a wheelchair? You got healed mighty quick when you wanted something to eat, though, didn't you?" I wish I could have seen who that was. I wish. I know it's probably good I didn't, because I'm back at work and I'm stuck in Birmingham in prison. I'll tell you that. So yeah, it's probably good that I didn't. But man, it, it's tricky, man, because these heart diseases, these nerve diseases that she has, you look at her, and guess what? She looks just as healthy as what you and I look. She looks fine. And, you can't see a heart disease. You can't see, the nerve diseases that she has. You can't see all that. And, and so people look at her like, well, you look fine to me. Yeah, she looks gorgeous to me. She's beautiful to me. I mean, she looks fine to me, but she don't feel that way. Her body don't operate that way. That's not the way things are for her. Her world is completely different than ours. And so it just, yeah, man, like I say, I'm say it again, it hurts me to see her hurt all day long, and to see her just, tore up all day long, because she gets tired of just hurting. She gets tired of not being able to go and do. I'm gonna tell you another thing. She is extremely upset that she cannot have a job. What? Yeah, she is extremely upset because she cannot have a job and work. That's crazy, bro. Look, I wish my biggest problem was that I couldn't have a job. That'd be terrible to have a problem like that. Oh my goodness. But no, but what I'm saying, what she means by that is that she would like to have somewhere to feel important again. Yeah, she feels important for me. She feels important for the kids, but she misses that having somewhere that she's needed, have somewhere that she needs to be. Duties and responsibilities that she has outside the house. She misses it. I get it. I completely get it. Because whenever I take a vacation from work, and I'm sitting around the house and we're going out and about or doing whatever, my goodness, man, I
Right?
go
It clicks
straight.
in.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm like, you know what? Somebody write me a list of chores to do every day or something. That way I got some sort of self worth.
Right, right. I totally understand. Man, what a crazy story. What a crazy, crazy story that is. Oh my
I,
God.
I got one crazier than that. If you want it, I'll try to keep it under 5 minutes.
Yeah, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Go ahead.
Listen here, this is one that I don't think we've told publicly yet, but I was looking at Plenty of Fish one time, back before my wife and I met. I was looking at Plenty of Fish, and I had all kind of different. I won't get into too many details, but had all kind of different scandalous females reach out
Yeah,
to me
yeah.
and stuff. And that's just never been my gig. Ain't never been my thing. So I got on there one night and I was going to delete it. Well, I come across my wife's profile, and I seen it. I'd never seen her. I had seen her one time a few years ago. Seen her one time for about 2 or 3 hours a few years before at church, and so I seen her and I was like, man, she looks good. And I got to reading her profile. She said, first and foremost, no man will ever come before my son, and God comes first in my life. I'm like, whoa, a female on a dating site with morals. Heck yeah. I sent her a message. I sent her a message like, hey, obviously you're beautiful. And that's the first thing that brought me to your profile. But I read your about me and I just absolutely had to send you a message. That just seems too good to be true. I figured you was probably a robot or a scam bot or something. And I set my phone down. I was like, yeah, never hear back from her. Man, it wasn't 3 minutes later. I get a message. My phone goes off. I'm like, what? Dude, I'm about to jump through the roof trying to get that phone to respond real quick, And we never stopped messaging. That was December the. Whoa, here we go. I'm in trouble. That was like December the 9th.
Ah!
That, that was like December the 19th, December the 20th. Um, I meet her in person on my mama's birthday, December the 22nd. We had a mutual friend. A mutual friend brought her to Mobile from Mississippi, and we met in person. And I took them out to dinner. The next weekend, which was Christmas weekend, I I went and met her family. Went and met her father, her son, her mother, brother, and went and met them and hit it off with them. Man, it was just absolutely amazing how well we all got along and everything. The weekend after that, I come back to her daddy and I said, "Hey, we had a good time and everything last weekend, right? Oh yeah, yeah. I like you and I feel like you like me pretty good, right? Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, cool. You mind if I marry your daughter?"
What? Whoa!
And
No way!
he give me a speech, give me a little rundown on how things work, and why the man wears the pants, how the man wears the pants, and where he puts his pants when he takes them off, kind of speech. And yes sir, yes sir. And we went and we got the marriage license in Mobile, Alabama, and we come over to Mississippi to the church where we was going to church at, and go up to the pastor and was like, "Look, we need you to marry us." He says, I can marry you, but I can't marry you here because this is an Alabama marriage license, and I've got to do this in Alabama. Look here. This is God's honest true story, Lord. Strike me dead if I'm lying. We go and we get in our vehicles and we just drive on Highway 98 till we get back into Alabama. And we start looking for somewhere to pull over. There's an old abandoned church with the doors chained shut on it, off on the side of the road. We pulled off right there and got married in front of an abandoned church on the side of the road. That's where we set
What?
our vows at. That's where we set our vows at. It was me and her parents, her little boy, the pastor, his wife, and daughter. Yes, sir. That's where we
That's
set
a,
our vows at. We
that that's such a
look,
beautiful story, man.
look, man. She'd been on birth control for 3 years. You know how it is when a woman's on birth control; it's hard to conceive. She had decided that she got a clear from the doctor that it would be okay for her to try to have another kid. After some talking and discussing everything, I decided, if I wanted to have a child, it'd be with you. What I know of you, how I know you, and everything, the kind of person you are, without a doubt. I've prayed about you and everything, and I just, you would be the woman I want to have a child with. She said the same thing about me. So we decided we'd try. If we did not, get pregnant within a year, we wouldn't worry about it. We was married for 7 weeks, and she was 4 weeks pregnant.
What?
Yes, sir.
What a
After
crazy story.
after being on birth control ever since her son was born, and he was like 7 or 8 years old. I mistook a while ago. Yeah, he was like 7 or 8 years old when we first got together. And after being on birth control for 7 or 8 years, it took her a week, less than a week, for us to conceive a child.
Wow. Wow. That's wow. Oh,
Yeah,
wow, man.
look, man,
That's
when
a
God,
blessing if I've ever heard one. God is on your side, man.
yeah, look, when God has his hands in something, when God has his hands in it, and He's playing the pieces, it's gonna work out the way that God wants it to work out, the way that it's meant to be, no matter who does what. you know. So it don't matter. It was very obvious. We prayed about it and we felt at ease that it was okay for us to try to have a baby, and that we needed to try to have a baby. Next thing you know, we're like I say, what 7 weeks married, 6 weeks pregnant, 5 weeks pregnant. It we was married for a week and a half longer than what we were pregnant. I'll put it to you this way. Uh, we got married January the 15th, and baby girl was born in October. So,
Whoa.
yes, sir.
That's that's crazy. That's like that's man, that should be a movie. What?
Yes.
That's like the notebook, man.
I'm telling you, man, it's wild. Without, let me tell you this: we were sitting in church one day, and God laid fighting on my heart. It's before I started bare knuckle. It's after my pro boxer career. After me and her got together, and God laid fighting on my heart. I needed to fight. I needed to fight. Man, it was like a burning desire in my heart that I just could not ignore. Man, it was hard, and I was like, Lord, I'm sorry. I can't fight because this beautiful woman sitting next to me made me promise before we got married that I would not go back to fighting. She was not going to be married to a fighter. Okay, dude. About a minute and a half, if it was that long later, she nudges me on my shoulder and says, and I lean down to her and put my ear to her. She says, God's telling me right now that you need to be fighting. And I don't like it, but that's what he's telling me. Bro, I flipped. Man, I started like my chest is jumping, my whole body's jumping. I was sobbing so hard. She's like, "What, baby? What?" I couldn't even talk to her. Had to give her a minute. We're getting a look, man. This is a relationship that my wife and I have. It's finna whoa, but we get in the vehicle and we're headed to go get something to eat. And I told her why I was crying because the thought that what I was being told just less than 2 minutes before she told me that she started crying. Bro, she is crying. I'm talking sobbing. I'm talking alligator tears. She stops in mid sob. Look, she stops mid sob, looks at me and says, "Well, I guess you better get your fat butt in shape then, haven't you?" Bro, that was wild.
Damn.
So I went and I got my fat butt in shape then, and fought Troy Beats and then took my job, said I couldn't fight no more. And so I left them and found another job. And then, finally now, new job. And they let me start stringing some fights together. Haven't missed any work because of it. And, they're okay with it. They're fine with it. Matter of fact, dude, I come to work and I got like tons of fans, friends I work with and all, but they're like fans at work and everything. I'm like, man, this is wild, dude. Like, we eat lunch together. I'm holding a chisel while you're swinging the hammer at it, and you want my autograph, dude? I need your autograph. You just swung that hammer 1,000 times and didn't hit me not one. I need your autograph. So yeah,
What a
it's
humble man.
yeah, man, it's wild. This whole thing is a wild, man, and like I say, it's just I believe sincerely it's something God's called us to do, and we've already been able to reach out to several people. Dude, I've got countless messages. People tell me how inspiring I am. Seeing the way I treat my wife, what all I do for my wife, and the way I act and conduct myself at the fights, during the fights and weigh-ins and everything, and how inspiring that is for them. And I don't know how many people tell me that, um, I watching me, seeing how I conduct myself was the reason that they turned back to God after cussing God and leaving God and wanting nothing to do with God. Seeing me and seeing God work in my life has inspired them enough to where God touched them through my life and brought them back. Man, that's big, man. That's big. That's powerful there. I mean,
That's crazy.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, uh, wow, man, that's what a wow. It's just what a crazy story. I have to ask you, man, because of like how things are rolling out for you. This fight that you took on 4 days' notice, what was the thought process when it got offered to you? Because obviously, like yeah, I feel like you're just the type of person that's like, this is what's given to me, this is what I'm going to take on, and I'm going to take it as it comes. And for you to basically blow up off of this fight, man, this it's got to you got to feel like it's leading to something bigger.
It all is, man. Everything is leading to something bigger, and the reason why I say that is, the feeling I get whenever I pray about all of it. The feeling we get whenever my wife and I do our online sermons and when we do our Bible studies together. The feeling that the both of us get the same feeling at the same time. Neither one of us are talking about it. We're both praying, and sometimes I'll tell her what I felt while we were praying, and she's like, "Oh my goodness, are you serious? No way, that's like identical to me." And sometimes she'll tell me what she was thinking and feeling while we was praying. And I'm like, "Whoa, bro, that's wild. That's wild." That's exactly what I was just thinking. And that's what was just on my heart. And so, man, we got there's I don't know what it is, man. Look, dude, I may get out there and get my brains beat out for my next 5 fights in a row. I may get out there and point 10 toes to Jesus each time I fight for the next 5 fights. You know, you just
Let's go for that one.
Yeah, exactly. Either way, I do promise that they're going to be very entertaining fights. I always promise that, and I always deliver on that. Even whenever Sam and Arnold both beat my brains up my ear hole, you know, I still made it exciting. You know, I got my tail whipped in an exciting fashion, so to speak. You know, but so yeah, man, it's the Jason Williams I'm working with Boxer Tricks. He's training me via FaceTime, and my goodness, man, the difference in me, the stuff I'm learning, the techniques he's giving me, dude, it's fixing to be terrible for some people. If if I can ever get to where I can make a living doing this and not have to work all day long, 16 hours a day, 15 hours a day, every day, and be able to be at home with my family and everything and train, yeah, there will be some people in trouble. All of them, you know. I was, if I was able to do that, I would beat up everybody I could beat up, and then start calling out people in other sports. That's exactly what I would do. No doubt about it.
That'd be awesome, man. And hopefully, I mean, has BKFC reached out to you to talk to you about maybe coming back, or not? Obviously, they want you to come back, but like a time frame.
No, man, no. It no, um, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have an idea of when you want to come back? Like,
Um, you know, I hear that there is I wasn't given an exact date or anything like that, but I hear somewhere around August 23rd, there's going to be a show back in Biloxi. And I hear it might be a pretty good opportunity for yours truly to get on there and showcase again. You know, so, but you know how rumors are. Everybody's got them. Everybody talks about them. There ain't none of them worth of garbage, you know.
well,
But
hopefully you do, man, because I feel like just coming off of the momentum off of Friday, it's just gonna get bigger and better. I don't know. I don't know about you, but it's crazy. Like you're saying, the amount of love that you're getting compared to the other fights, it just seems like this momentum is gonna go somewhere big, man. And I know you're saying that it all leads to something else, to the next big thing, but I don't know, man. I'm feeling good about this one for you.
I'm completely with you, man. We got the same kind of feelings then, because what you're describing is what I'm feeling. Without a doubt, we got the same kind of feelings off of it. And man, look at this, man. I've been training with the guy I've been training with out of Wales over in the UK. He's been doing this with me for about 5.5 weeks now. Well, about 6 weeks now, about 5.5 weeks, 5 weeks by the time I accepted this fight, which he was not happy about me doing. But you know, I told Mr. Dave and Nate whenever I first fought for him, I said, if you ever have anybody fall out and you need a heavyweight for any reason, call me and I will come fight. Well, they did it whenever I fought Mike Kyle. Two people refused to fight me. Then it's like, oh man, we got Mike Kyle wants to come and do bare knuckle. He wants to be in the main event down here. I was like, oh man, that's awesome. You know, I hope y'all find somebody y'all let fight him. Well, I was hoping we find, like, I don't know, you. Yes. Email me a contract now. I want to see his signed contract before I get too happy about this. And man, I just like to fight tough people, man. I like to, you know, I don't want to. Zach Calmus, I was very happy to fight him. I was very happy about fighting him. I didn't know anything about him. I didn't really care one way or the other leading up to the fight. In the fight, after the fight, I was very pleased that I got the privilege of sharing that ring with him. That dude is tough, man. He's tough as a 10-penny nail. I'm telling you, he's tough. He,
Yeah.
he took shots. I'm telling you, he took shots that previous people that I fought didn't take. You know, and he uh, he was giving them back. Look, you know, He
For
was
sure, man.
back, man. He was throwing his hands up. I'm proud of that kid, man. I'm very, very pleased with that guy. Dude, that was awesome. Look, this kid come to me whenever I got to the hotel room. I walk in and boom, there he is. I knew it was him because I done looked him up, found out what I could on him. All I found was like his Facebook. What's that gonna prove? Nothing. So, I found his Facebook. I found pictures of him. I walk in, I see him, and I know it's him because he looks just like he did in his pictures on Facebook. And he sees me walk in, his face lit up like a fat kid just found a piece of candy in his pocket. Like mine does whenever I find candy in my pocket. And he come across the room straight to me with his hand out about 4 steps from me. Man, Bobo, man, it's nice to meet you, man. I'm Zachary. It's dude, it's awesome to meet you. Look, man, I just want to tell you thank you so much for taking this fight, man. This is the happiest day of my life. Being able to fight you, man, it will be the happiest day of my life. I'm so happy that you took this fight. Well, okay, yeah, man, cool, no problem. And then like at the end of the weigh-ins, he said it again, and then I was like, all right, something's a little off here. And then the morning of the fight, he tells it to me again. I'm like, all right, so maybe this kid's trying to get in my head with this, but it gets better. After the fight was over with, backstage, both of us a bloody, stinking mess. He hugs my neck, both of us putting blood all over each other, hugs my neck, tells me this has been the happiest day of my life. He said, I could die on my way home and be okay with it because I have lived the happiest day of my life right now. I
What a
was like,
warrior.
wow, bro, that's like legit awesome, man. He's just a warrior's heart, man, a warrior's mentality, man. I'm, I'm telling you, man, I was just very happy to meet that kid and very happy to, share that squared circle with him. And I'm looking very forward to seeing what he does in the future, man. Kid's got a bright future ahead of him. If you got the will and ability to come forward the way he did, as much as he did, the only time he went backwards when I knocked him out of the way. And he steady coming forward, steady taking punches, moving, steady throwing punches. And yeah, man, that kid's gonna have a future. I wish he'd get in a little bit better shape. Not talking bad about him at all. I wish he'd get in better shape so that he could throw them punches for a longer period of time, and he could move the angles and make the steps he was making for a longer period of time. And he will be dangerous when he does that. He'll have to have a good campaign for me to accept a rematch with him if he gets in shape like that. Ain't no doubt about it. I would not just if he doesn't fight anybody else, he comes and shows me that he's in shape. I ain't rematching him until he beats somebody. He's going to have to beat a couple people. That way it don't look so bad whenever he whips my tail. you know.
Damn, that's mad love, man. I mean, obviously you come off as a humble guy at all times, and but just to talk to you one on one and see the humility and obviously how humble you are is a totally different, man. It's amazing. You're a beautiful person, beautiful wife, dude. It's damn, you're just an all around genuine person, and thank you so much for taking this interview with me, man. Big time.
Oh yes, man. That's no problem at all, man. You know what? I apologize. I was later than what we had discussed previously, but like I say, I got stuck at work. We had some stuff broke down at the paper mill out here, and here I've been clocked out since I think about 6 o'clock or whenever it was. I hopped on. I clocked out then and come on straight back here and get straight on this interview with you because I told you I would. I'm a man of my word, man. If I tell you I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. If there's been times where I've had to pay people good money to take my wife to the doctor, take my wife to the hospital, or take my wife wherever, because I've told people call me, want me to come play a softball tournament with them. Hey man, will you come pitch for us? Yeah, yeah, I'll be there Saturday morning. And then something come up, my wife has an emergency doctor's appointment or emergency this or want to go do that or whatever. I'm like, all right, well, I'll pay somebody to ride with you, baby. But I done told these fellas I'm going to play in with them. They are counting on me. They don't have a pitcher if I don't show up. And so, if I give you my word on something, that's what's going to happen to the best of my ability. unless the Lord intervenes. I'm gonna do what I told you I was gonna do. You know, man's only as good as what his word is.
Well, I appreciate you, man. I mean, I figured as soon as you said the work, like I obviously have a job too. Sometimes you work later than you planned on, you know, and totally understandable. You still came on here. You still had at least uh, you still gave me a great interview, and I appreciate you so much for it, man. Big time. Anytime you want to come back on, I'd love to have you, man. Especially if we can have it on a day where you don't work.
Yeah, most definitely. You know, I'm off just for future references here. I'm off on most Fridays, a lot of Fridays, some Fridays. You know, a lot of times they're like, "Hey, guess what? You're coming to work in your off day." Thank you, boss. I needed money anyway. But yeah, you know, so a lot of times I'm off Fridays. I'm off pretty well most every Saturday. There are occasions where you know I'm on call and I get called in or whatever stuff like that. But you know it. You know, a lot of times I work late. Sometimes I don't. You know, dude, this work schedule is crazy. I'm in maintenance, and you know, whenever something tears up, we got to get it back working, and it don't matter 8 hours, 80 hours. You're staying here until it's back right. So, but
I
yeah, man, look. Anytime you want to talk to me about anything, anytime you hear anything, anytime there's any noise going on out there or whatever, and you decide you might want to get my side of it, man, reach out to me. I'm easy like Sunday morning, man. I'm telling you, reach out to me and we'll make it happen, brother.
I appreciate you so much, man. Any shout outs, any last shout outs you want to give before I let you go?
Man, yeah, I got a piece of paper at home. Guess what? It's not in my hand right now. Look, man, I'm a shout out to who I can remember, and I apologize to everybody that I don't remember. There's like 17 sponsors my wife's got me, and man, she's legit. She's awesome, man. She works her butt off. My wife, Brent Kelly O'Bannon, she started Moo Cow Management, and with me, and she has recently, in the last 2 weeks, had four other fighters sign with her, some MMA, some bare knuckle. They decide they want to sign with her because they see the sponsorship money that she's able to get me. You know, heck, dude, she got me like almost $2,000 in sponsorship money. I agreed to this fight Monday night, Tuesday morning. The fight was on Friday, and then she had to have all the sponsors turned in by I think Wednesday. So from Tuesday morning to Wednesday morning, she got me like almost $2,000 in sponsors. You know, and them sponsors, you know, I got Ryan Longmire with Texas in Time. Um, Man, come on. I got Matt Zifferblatt with Healthy One Inc. He's helped me make the transition I've made to look the way I look with the supplements and meal plans and you know the workout routines that he's given me. He's a heck of a fella too, man. Y'all reach out to him. That's Matt Zifferblatt. Um, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna use that. Nope, maybe. Yeah, I'll use that one as an excuse to why I can't remember no more of my sponsors right now. That's too much. But yeah, man, I'm sorry. I want to give a shout out to all of them, but I will be making another post now. It looks like because I was pure garbage and can't remember nothing no more. But yeah, man, look, thank you for having me on. I greatly appreciate you, sir.
Not a problem. Thank you too. Thank you too, brother. I'll talk to you soon.
Yes, sir. Have a blessed one.
All right, you too. All right, that was BOBO O'BANNON of BKFC coming off a huge win. What a beautiful story that man has. If you want to hear it, please replay it back. I mean, just the story about between him and his wife, and obviously, if you want to help him and his wife out, please donate to, or please visit the Britain's Battle Facebook page for donations and more information. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully, we get to have him on here sooner than later. I don't see why we won't. And definitely visit his page. BOBO O'BANNON and Britain's Battle. And thank you so much for tuning in. All right. Have a good one, guys. Goodbye.